Hey everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of SRS Guardian in SSF. Last episode I got 2 voidstones, and this episode let's see what Path of Exile has in store. Let's dive in. I start with gambling for new gloves, and I like these quite a bit. A lot of chaos res, some lightning res, a lot of life, so with a bit of fire resistance this is a great item. I'm running random safe houses with random people in it, and this is the first time in Path of Exile I've used the Hinakora's lock. These safe houses are pretty good for challenges as well, I feel. Kadiro sells me some goodies, decent boots if you want an easy way to reach spell block, and here I am being completely clueless with random currency on an item that I don't even need. I decided to work on my pantheons a bit, and killing the Moon Temple boss provides another bit of the puzzle. It is time for tree crafting, one of my favorite things this league. I test out a bit of implant currency on crafts. These go up to 4 modifiers as it turns out. And finally, at level 93, I get my first 6 link from the tree, and it's okay as far as tree items go. It doesn't have much armor, but at least it has some resistances. I craft some chaos resistance on it and some on my helmet to offset my current body armor where I lose now a lot of chaos resistance. I color it with 3 reds and 3 blues, put 20% quality on it and slam it for a tier 10 mana. Amazing. I use some eldritch currency on it. First physical damage taken as in one go, and then of course also in one go, +1 maximum all res. For the helmet it takes 2 tries apparently to get phys damage taken as, but still just 1 try for minion movement speed. Boots are okay like this, I'm running out of eldritch currency after all. I link SRS to unleash, minion damage, elemental damage with attacks, melee splash and ruthless, just like I did in the guide. This is a huge upgrade. For my last Pantheon point, I favor Forking River, and of course I'm back at the tree. This time for some currency, as I have a lot of those lying around. The full stack chance is quite nice in SSF, that stuff adds up over time. I drop my Forking River map, kill the boss, and finalize my Pantheon. Another thing I can cross off the to-do list. I unlock my 3rd Atlas tree, but I leave it empty for now. I craft more currency, this is quite nice in SSF, truth be told. I kill another Abyss boss, he drops another Darkness Enthroned, and this time it is 90% effectiveness. I drop an Exalt, it's still a rare drop. Take on any Vaal side area that looks remotely interesting. And speaking of the Vaal, I purchased some haste auras and Vaal orb them until one of them hits Vaal haste. That is a nice DPS increase when you need it. I reach level 94, kill another Abyss boss who drops yet again a Darkness Enthroned, and this time 95% effectiveness. That's enough for now. I drop a small cluster jewel with armor, that's gonna be useful later, way later. I alteration spam it to get Enduring Composure for endurance charge generation. I'm constantly being hit after all with this build. I just need some more Atlas points to slot this in. A ritual provides interesting options, and I pick the Coward's Shield just because I've never seen it before. I upgrade my boots with action speed and gloves with max cold res, and it's back to slaying demons. I kill another Vroon, and this time, because it's a tier 16 map I think, he drops a map device item. It's very interesting. Here is a glimpse of my Atlas progression tree, and I decide to use that item, the Hive Praying Clan. This thing spawns a hive colony in the map instead of a hive fortress, and inside they do look very familiar. This one is chests as well, it's nothing special so far. It does give a decent overview of how the build currently performs though, I will say, both in terms of clear speed, which is quite decent with the melee splash support, but also pretty soon in terms of single target, because here is an arena with 2 breach bosses in there, or entities that used to be breach bosses because of their names. I get pretty much instantly one-shot. I'm doing this blind, like I do most SSF content blind. I don't mind surprises here, but I would say overall the attacks are decently telegraphed. I have replaced melee splash with multi-strike. I die once more, 3 portals left, and I'm enjoying this fight quite a bit. At first, you fight them taking turns, but after a while they both are active, making the fight quite a bit harder. After defeating them, I get some loot plus an Ascendancy tree. I'm aiming for the Katarina Bloodline Ascendancy, but I haven't spawned her yet, so I might as well take a look at this one, and otherworldly appendages looks quite interesting. 15% less physical taken is quite good of course. There's just one problem. I haven't done the 4th lab yet, but okay. In terms of loot, these gloves seem crazy enough. I really quite like the design of this. Maybe in a future video I will test it out. After delivering the quest item to Aelith, I get more 3 points and the final episode of the story unfolds. I will not spoil that here though, I think it's nice if you figure that out yourself. The Nameless Seer offers a Death Rush. That's a great item, just not for me. I completely unlocked the tree, and it is at this point I realized that there's a modifier on grafts which says increased graft blood gained, which rolls up to 25%. The fact this exists makes it pretty much mandatory, so I'm getting 2 of those ASAP. In Heist, I'm equipping Huck with a level 10 Determination aura for now. I reach level 95, decide that is high enough to take on the 4th lab. I'm just kidding, but as the 4th Ascendancy point didn't provide me much in terms of the Guardian, I didn't feel compelled to run the lab. Now that I have that Bloodline Ascendancy though, why not? The advantage is I'm doing so much damage at this point, the whole thing has become trivial. I take that Bloodline Ascendancy for now, 15% less physical and 15% less fire damage taken, which makes me even tankier. I haven't given up on Katarina, by the way, it's just that her medallion doesn't drop so far. I'm running safe houses whenever I can though. I unlock the 5th map slot, doing a 10 boss Maven invite, start using reports to try and get the last couple of maps for Atlas completion. I convert my Atlas tree into a Maven boss rushing tree, pretty much following the Atlas video I made a few days ago. Here is another safe house, here is some of that Maven boss rushing madness. I always quite like this strategy. It's a little hectic, but with minions that behave like angry homing missiles, it's just a matter of time before these guys die. I get a better graft with more blood gained, plus it automatically triggers a buff that works a bit like Molten Shell. It's noticeable actually, it makes me even more tanky, and I slam +2 skills on it, which is not bad. I treecraft myself another 6-link, and this one has a great fractured mod. This means another crafting session, but first I try to 6-link an item with even better modifiers, but it doesn't have the links. I do not succeed, however. So rather than gambling on linking, I decide to use a bunch of essences on the 6-link armor with the fractured mod until I get defenses and chaos res. That's a good start. I craft attack block on it, making me reach 74% block plus fizz damage taken as and +1 all max res. As the armor doesn't have life, I can use the 15% life mastery on the passive tree. And here you can see that 74% block, 77% spell block. And after re-rolling the block benchcraft, I am capped 75% block, 78% spell block. This build was already quite tanky, I've said it a few times now, but it's now even better. I really hardly ever die on this thing. The Maven boss rushing continues because I need those fragments. These guys also tend to unlock a bunch of favored map slots, which around progression isn't super useful, but afterwards it certainly is. You're getting a lot of resources out of this, and I will run some myself and give some to my currently non-existing map runners. It's time to change that, and with around 500,000 gold in the bank, I can hire a small map running army, and so I do. As soon as I have enough to get the Maven invite, I leave running these Guardian maps up to them. While my recorder broke down, I did in fact drop that medallion, it's just not in any recording, which means finally Katarina. After killing her, her bloodline spawns, and you can just pick it and get any points that you spent in other bloodlines, and those are refunded. It's a very nice quality of life. Unfortunately, I figured that out after I used 10 regret orbs, but okay. I take Umbral Army, primarily for the 40% attack and cast speed, which feels as good as it sounds. It's really good, and I'm even contemplating somehow putting some Phantasm in the build to increase the zoom even further. I scry a few good diff cards onto Underground Sea, casually drop Awakened Elemental Focus, arguably the best in slot support gem for SRS. Lost in Transit starts proccing, I really love this thing on the Atlas, I can heavily recommend it. I keep killing Maven Witnessed bosses, run all 20 or so quest contracts in Heist, but at least this one drops a Divine. I'm too late to save the cat. I'm also delving at the same time, because every time I am full Sulfite, I try to run a bit of Delve for some Azurite. I will need it way later to craft a minion wand, or at least that is the plan, so I've already started. I get a replica ambush charge, which I hand over to the animate Guardian, hoping it would give me endurance charges, but it's very unreliable. I have started running blueprints though, sometimes they're quite good, but often pretty trash. Still, I like running them, some are even completely revealed thanks to my atlas. I reached level 96, drop more lost goods, meaning a bunch more currency and a few random tattoos. I have very high attributes, so some tattoos at some point could be useful. And in the same map, I get another lost goods. I didn't know every ore has an individual 6% chance, but there you go. The awokeness isn't over because right here, awakened melee splash support. Another great addition to the build. And here's another divine from a synthesized map, but clearly the map boss didn't like me taking that, but I do kill him and he drops the cortex. That is also very good. I do a bit more tree crafting and am less and less impressed by the mysterious womb gifts. The unique ones are a lot of fun though. I can see so many possibilities with Foulborn uniques. I'm looking forward to trying out some dumb build ideas. I've even dedicated a quad tab to storing them so far, so I have a nice overview. I keep closing Hiveborn structures, I keep running Maven invitations. Damage is clearly getting better and better thanks to the woke support gems, which don't only manifest during an invitation, but also in this map where Vroon once again spawns, and he is pretty tanky if you look at the modifiers. He must not like me at all at this point, I've killed him so many times. Still, despite all of that tankiness, I eat through the health bars, while even tanking his slam. I decide to level up 3 raised specters and 3 SRS gems in my offhand, hoping I will get those up to level 21 ultimately. Minion levels are very important. I'm still Maven boss rushing with some decent results. I always start running these maps white, but I feel I can take on the content with some modifiers as well, which is usually true. Sometimes you get a really bad combination, like here. The map runners have returned and brought many goodies, and many Elder and Shaper fragments. Here is a whole inventory of useful stuff, even a sacred crystallized life force, and a +2 minion helmet. All hail the map runners. It's not on a great base, sure, but +2 minion skills is amazing. It's got some life, resistance, it's great, I'll take it. I recolor it, 2 blues is enough, so I can put my Spectre and Animate Guardian in my boots. It really helps, Convocation is a white gem now. I craft fire resistance, put on Eldritch currency, fist taken as, and this time a bit of minion life. And that's it for now. You've seen all of the preparation I've done to push towards 4 voidstones, which I will tackle in the next episode. And I think I'll be able to kill a few other bosses too. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that, like and share the video, that really helps a lot with the algorithm. Thanks for watching and making it to the end. Love you all, see you soon, bye bye.